percentage of his cut. Now, I take great, when I have a good contractor or a subcontractor, nobody gets paid faster. But when I have contractors that do this kind of work, you can have them. Could you imagine if Biden was up? He's no good with a teleprompter. He's the worst I've seen. But could you imagine if the teleprompters went off? Here's Biden. He wouldn't even say anything because he's incapable. He'd probably go pause, pause. How about when he's reading the teleprompter and then they say pause, meaning, maybe you'll get about 3 people clapping. And he goes, pause. No, he'd just walk off the stage like this. Oh, teleprompter. This guy is the worst. I always treated him with a certain respect. I hated the election was rigged and stolen, whether you like it or not. Big. We did much better in 2020 than we did in 2016. Got millions more votes. Everybody knows it. They said if you got the same number, we got millions of more votes. Millions. That's by them. But when he indicted me over nothing, they opened up a whole new box. And then I got indicted again and again and again. I was never indicted in a period, this little tiny period of time. I was like a ping pong ball. Sir, they indicted you here. They indicted you in Georgia. They indicted you in New York. Then they indicted you again in New York, sir. And it was all over. Can I use that word again? But you'll use it. A disgrace. And what they've done is they've weaponized the Department of Justice. The only thing they didn't understand is that we just had the largest fundraising effort in a period of 1 week than anybody has ever had. Did you know that, Marjorie? We took in hundreds of millions of dollars, and much of it was small money donors, what's called average $71. Hundreds of thousands of people contributed that they wouldn't have except for the court case. And our poll numbers are higher now than they were before because the people are watching and they know a fake deal. And this guy can't get elected without it. He can't get elected. He's incompetent. He's an incompetent person. But I never treated him this way. When I got indicted the first time, and then it was like, sir, you've been indicted again. I heard they were going to do it someplace else and they stopped it. They said, we're indicting this guy into office. The people get it. Normally when that happens, they go to the microphone and they announce, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going home with my family and I'll be fighting for my name. That's the last you ever hear from the person. We have higher poll numbers now than we've ever had. Too big to rig. That's what we want. Too big to rig. Too big to rig. Too big to rig. That's what we want. I have higher numbers than we've ever had. We're leading this crooked thief of a president. And I would never have said that before. I didn't speak glowingly. He's a lousy president anyway. But I would never have said he's a corrupt, very dumb person. He's a low IQ individual, and he always was. This isn't age. He's worse now than he was 10 years ago. But if you go back 30 years ago, he was considered the dumbest person in the U.S. Senate. Ted Kennedy told me that himself, who was a friend of mine, which is shocking that he was a friend. He was on a slightly different persuasion, Marjorie.